It is day 20. No, I'm just kidding. Excuse. Tell me what you want, what you really, really want. So tell me what you want, what you really. You'd think that having a dog would make things a little bit less lonely, but when they're more interested in licking their butt than having a conversation or conversing with you, it makes you feel really bad about yourself. It's definitely been somewhat of a challenge for me getting comfortable in front of the camera and sharing my experiences when it comes to applying makeup. And there are a few makeup artists in our family, and like I've mentioned, one works for MAC, one works for Sephora. Both of the girls have such a different way of applying their makeup, and I've had a lot of fun just going online and watching masterclasses from Bobbi Brown or seeing classes from Charlotte Tilbury. There are a lot of people that judge and think that the way that makeup is put on your face is going to be the same way each and every time. But the problem is that we are all completely different. I don't look like anybody else, and when it comes to matching my foundation, matching my concealer, I find that a huge struggle. So today's video, I just wanted to show the way that I do my makeup every single day and the way that I like to look and feel. So as you can see, I did a little bit of concealer. I've used a beautiful brightener. I did some mascara and some liquid liner. I have no contouring, no bronzer. I don't have a primer on or any of those other products that are usually used. I used a very simple face mask the night before I apply my makeup, and then I used the Radiance serum, which is, these two products are pretty new to my routine. I was an extremely stubborn person before, thinking that drinking water would be satisfactory, but that's definitely not the case. It is really important to be hydrated, and it really does help the skin in the under layer of the skin, but when it comes to the surface, especially having really dry skin like I do, it's really imperative that you use some sort of moisturizer. I know that you can find primers that have a moisturizer built in there. I know that there are so many different types of serums, and if you can get your hands on one, definitely give it a try. So that's definitely one thing that I've changed about my routine, but I've just used my Nars creamy concealer, and the way that I do that is just a tiny little bit under the eye. I apply some in the fold of the nose, and then I will run it up the bridge and then down the chin. I just use a beauty blender to buff that out. Make sure that you're finding one that is very close to your skin tone, so then that way if you have any excess product, then you're able to buff that out on the rest of your skin. So that's what I did for today's look. I just used my Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid liner. This one is definitely one of my favorites. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot of product in the tube, but it has lasted me for some time as long as I'm using a light hand with it. But as you can see, the applicator, it's a very fine felt tip. I'm able to get that inner corner really easily along the lash band, and it's quick drying and lasts all day. What I'll usually do is I will get a powder and just set that. So a nice black eyeshadow, maybe from my Tarte Westbrook palette. That's the best black eyeshadow I have ever used. So that's the liner that I have. Obviously my Hero mascara just makes my eyelashes look so incredible. If I'm not careful, it will touch the eyebrows. So my favorite beauty tip is using Q-tips. Have hundreds and hundreds of Q-tips. My husband finds them lying around all over the house. It's just almost as bad as bobby pins, but I can't live without them. So between the concealer, the eyeliner, the mascara, your face products, the one thing that I do like to do is use a nice blush. So I use the Amazon Clay 12-hour blush in Party. Fun fact, I have had this for the last year. I know that you're supposed to be changing your makeup every 6 months or even less than that, especially eye makeup, but I tend to get away with these kind of products on my cheek. I don't share them, so it lasts a little bit longer, but it's just this really pretty pale, you can't even see it, it's like kind of like your own skin tone, to add a little bit of a flush to your cheeks. So I'll just take I'll just take my brush and I will lightly dust that on, which is what I did today. And then last but not least, after the brightener that I use, which is from my Cover FX, as you can see, I have Hit Pan on that. It's my absolute favorite. I will do a little bit of a treatment on my lips. So this is the Lucas Paw ointment. We have a lot of family friends that either live in Australia or have moved here from Australia, and this has been one of the recommendations. So it's a local topical application, and it's actually good for burns, chafing cuts, cracked skin, splinters, any kind of open wounds or insect bites. This thing, I don't even know what it is about it, but I'm obsessed. I believe that you can purchase on Amazon because I'm pretty close to the end of my tube. That's what I have on my lips today. So it makes them look a lot plumper. It adds a little bit of a shine to the lip, and I find I'm able to stay away from lip glosses or lipsticks when I have this on. It's very nourishing and I'm absolutely obsessed. Anyway, I hope everybody is enjoying the day. I've been having so much fun going on YouTube and watching all of these makeup tutorials and finding things that work for me. I'm hoping to have another video coming out, and that's probably going to be a how to apply foundation video. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm really looking forward to seeing what happens. Take care, enjoy, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay. YouTube is gonna take this video down. I wonder if I can make a TikTok. Does anybody have the issue of getting like foundation and glitter and things on their cup? We need some sort of like face nose blocker or something, because it doesn't really take off my highlighter, and that's a shame.